Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to the week of September 29th through October 3rd. It's the last weekly reading of September. Welcome to October, and let me tell you, this week it's got some inspiration involved with it. There is a creative inspiration that leads to a tangible plan, that leads to profitability. And it marries your finances, your career in some different ways as well that are truly innovative. And to top that off, it's all leading towards the end of the week where we've got a release of a very important karmic lesson. And that's all right before the super moon in Aries, the full moon that's coming in this weekend. We also have a conjunction on the 4th coming into this weekend here as well. Before we get started though, I just want to say thank you guys to each and every one of you. Truly, each one of you make a difference. All the ways that you love, support this channel, support me, support each other, truly. Thank you. I feel so blessed for each and every one of you, and I'm so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. So, welcome to the last weekly read of September, and coming in right away, we are blessed with the half moon in Capricorn. So this half moon in Capricorn is going to be in our 5th house. That's our house of creativity, romance, pleasure. And this transit will offer a push to build something, build structure and tangible results in your creative projects and in your ventures, in your love life, as well as challenge you to overcome obstacles to achieve your desires. It's truly a beautiful half moon. And right away, it's leading, like I say, it's tied to your pentacles. It's tied to your money. The world is your oyster, and you're juggling this well with the High Priestess energy at the bottom of the deck too. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, so with this aspect, it's a square alignment really between the Libran Sun, and it's a beautiful energy of middle ground between our ambitions and our drive, our love of order and our place of action towards our ambitions. It's a point between the new moon that we just had in Virgo on September 21st, know what I meant, and the intentions that we set, and then the goals of the full moon that we're working towards, that super full moon that's coming in on October 6th. So this is this beautiful middle ground. It's kind of putting practice into action, putting ambitions, intentions into action. All those inspiring plans that you did, that you made under that new moon, those double new moons in Virgo, mind you. It's time to act. It's a time to act with passion, discipline, put our creativity into motion. And with our analytical minds, our detail-oriented Virgo-ness, as I like to say, this transit will truly, this half moon, will truly amplify our approach with concrete steps that we take in pursuing our pleasures with purpose. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because look at what we're starting with as we walk into this week. I'm just saying, what a way to end September. This is a fresh start. It leads to prosperity, success, achievements in your desires, in your ambitions, and it's leading towards your contentment. It's also very favored. It's an auspicious time where you're meeting challenges that leads you towards a stable foundation with that root chakra. But as you can see, it's like the duality, right? Geminian energy really speaks to embracing the light and the dark, fluctuating and flexing to change gracefully, leading to your stability with that Taurian energy, focused on the home, the family front, the creature comforts, really your stability in a lot of ways too. And it's putting your ambitions into action, your plans into action with that Aries energy. That's initiation, right? And so this is the time truly, the half moon, to really start taking action, pursuing your pleasures with purpose. The half moon too will also be sextile with Mars. Remember, Mars is in Scorpio in our 3rd house. That's communication, how we learn, learning methods. With Scorpio, he's at home. He's like sitting in his comfort zone, as I would put it. Like he's got his feet up on the coffee table, drinking his cup of coffee and planning out the day, and like this go-getter attitude of like, all right, we got this kind of situation. This is a harmonious sextile that this moon, and remember Capricorn, that's ruled with structure, legacy. That's Saturn all the way. It's got karmic lessons tied to it in very, very beautiful ways where hard work is rewarded. These two are working together very harmoniously with this halfway point. And remember, this is like this beautiful square between that Libran Sun in our second house, income, worth, self-worth, finances, balance, harmony with structure, with Capricorn energy, with legacy. Now, I do also want to prepare you. The half moon is going to be squared with Neptune. Remember, Neptune is still in Aries, in our 8th house of transformation, inheritances, legal matters. So expect Mars to be empowering you to speak and give voice in your 3rd house to your passions and projects with conviction, strategy, and intention. And Neptune is going to be illuminating any confusion or deception that's been hovering around shared finances, investments. These are going to help you. These two in particular, the sextile and the square, this half moon, are all going to be helping you with focus on taking solid steps forward, avoiding any risky financial decisions that could leave you vulnerable or undermine your efforts, especially with Mars helping you take strategic steps with grounded research. Remember that scorpionic energy, that's Phoenix rising kind of energy. And let me tell you, if you haven't seen the Libra reading, or Libra season reading, stay tuned for the October reading, because this is truly the luckiest month. This is where it's like all the transformation. Even though Jupiter being in our 11th house has been kind of quiet in the last 2 months, he's coming out. And he's also going to be making an appearance this week as well. This is where the world is your oyster. And again, we've got that Saturn energy with Capricorn here as well. This is completion. This is triumph, success, consummation, the beginning of something new, a whole new chapter, movement, putting your plans into action, your purpose in action towards your pleasures, towards your passion, with discipline, creativity in motion. And with the 21, it reduces to the 3, right? That's dualities, beginnings, synergy with substance. With your crown chakra lit up, by the way, too. This is all leading towards a place where we've got that structure and we've got the blessing with Jupiter and Capricorn. This is dualities, juggling multi-prioritizations, multiple responsibilities, tapping into possibilities and unlimited potential, but harmonizing it with balance. And you're here to do it well. This is also a week as well. Truly follow your intuition. Neptune's here making an appearance to truly deliver that faith to you, that guidance to you. And on the 30th, the moon in Capricorn is going to also be trine with Venus. Remember, Venus is in Virgo in our 1st house. Do also want to help you out here as well and prepare you. The moon is going to be square with Mercury. And remember, Mercury is buckled up with the sun right now in Libra in our 2nd house. So this is where the grounding influence of that Capricorn moon is going to help you with finding financial balance, help you with harmonizing any type of financial stressors that demand careful communication and careful compromise, especially with Mars here. This is where you're facing challenges head on. This is gorgeous energy, so use this. You can use this, is what I'm trying to say. But with this moon in our 5th house, creativity, romance, trining with Venus. Remember, she's our planet of love. She's our planet of desires, our hearts, like our lion heart energy, our heart's desires when it's focused. With the moon here on the 30th, as we end out September, with focusing on structure, legacy, identity, self, how you show up to the world, how you show up for your goals. Your emotions are in sync with your values and your desires at this time. Use this energy because they are offering you a beautiful balance of work and play, discipline, purposeful approach to your aspirations. This is embracing those dualities with the High Priestess energy. This is following your intuition, following your perceptivity, embracing the unrevealed future, because there is a sudden change that's going to be occurring in this week as well. And we're walking into October. We've got October 1st. Angel number of 1001 or 1001. There's a lot of synchronicities that are coming in the middle of this week, She's lining you up in a way that truly brings balance, wisdom, universal order, vitality. And as you can see, she's embracing the unknown, embracing the change, and it's flowing like water, especially with that Mars energy here as well. Virgos do very well with not only Mars, but also too with water energy, right? This is going with the flow, that adaptability, because remember, we are the sisters of that Geminian energy ruled by Mercury. So these two are truly going to be sending you something between Venus and the moon. Get ready, mark your calendars, get excited, because they are sending you some major inspiration towards a creative project or initiative that holds real world potential. And with the, thank you, and with the Libra Sun tying it to your finances and your income, this is a day that truly is the spark of something new. It's inspiring. Could be something that you started in the past that you're revisiting with new vigor. It's connecting dots in a lot of ways. It's leading to something more importantly, where wishes truly do come true. So let's talk about this, because this is, like I was saying, kind of hinting at before, is all leading us up to the end of the week where we've got a very much needed release, but also learning opportunity when it comes to our South Node. And it's fated. It's a karmic lesson. It's getting out of your comfort zone and going basically to new heights. We've finished a lesson this week in some very great way, and this inspiration is what's paving the way for that. It holds real world potential. It's tied to your income. It's tied to your self-worth. It's pointing you in the right direction. Like I say, it could be an old venture, an old idea that you thought of in the past, didn't take off at that time. This is where divine timing is coming into alignment with these two. Gorgeous energy. Now, Mercury square, I do want to also say, is going to throw in some indecision. It's going to basically, with this new idea, especially with it tied to your finances, this new inspiration, creative endeavor, tied to the Renaissance, could be something with your hands, something that you're building, something that you're making, tied to fine arts in a lot of ways, whatever you're called to when it comes to your manifestations with creation. Mercury is going to be throwing in something that's going to basically make you a little wishy-washy about making your mind up about it, making your mind up about how to invest in this new inspired passion project. Ultimately, this square is going to be helping you with reconciling your creative needs with your financial reality, and is also going to be offering some very unique problem solving when it comes to leveraging your resources quite wisely and finding fair solutions that respect your emotional needs and your financial boundaries. And don't forget, the Capricorn moon is putting all the pieces into place with a tangible plan, and the sun is making it profitable. So this is where, like I say, it could be tied to the past. This would be with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, where basically you were going against the flow, looked at something as an idea, but it didn't necessarily take off because it wasn't the right time to invest in it, right? It was temporary. So you kind of put it on the back burner. This is the time where instead of going against the flow, Spirit's bringing it back. And remember, nothing that's ever meant for you will ever pass you by. This is that moment, especially with the 10 walking into October. Now is the time to rely on your inner strength. Don't look at the past, the misunderstandings, the heartbreak, the disappointment of not going forward on this in the past. Like I say, nothing is lost. Now is the time instead to bring that synergy back into play and balance the scales, building your structure with Saturn, with your heart's desires, with Venus. This is where, truly, on the 30th, as we end out and close out September, move into October, the luckiest month of the whole year, now is the time to know that you are truly supported, and it's 3 times 3. Now is the time where synergy is making it meant to be. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe to elevate this message, because truly, these messages get out to the ears that need to hear them because of each and every one of you. So on October 1st, like I was saying, Jupiter's been kind of quiet these last couple months. Jupiter's coming back into play, and so is his wife. We'll get into it. Mercury is going to be square with Jupiter. Now remember, Jupiter is in Cancer in our 11th house till June of 2026. Hopes, wishes, dreams, support systems, networks, community, humanitarian efforts. Buckled up with Jupiter's energy, exalted in Cancer. He is at his most peak moment for positive energy, luck, optimism in building your legacy. He's going to be squaring off with Mercury. And remember, Mercury in that Libra second house, especially with a square, Mercury is basically giving you some indecision with that Libran aspect. You're looking at things from all angles, which is good. Mars is helping you with Scorpio in that third house with really looking at strategy, really taking on an investigative approach. So Mercury is basically giving you all the options. Jupiter, your dream, is now squaring off, and the moon is moving to Aquarius in our 6th house of work. That's our home, right? Work and service. How we can be of service, not made for service. The moon is going to be sextiling with Neptune, planet of our dreams, visions, in Aries, in 8th house, action, initiation, transformation. The moon is also going to be trine with Uranus. In Gemini, in our 10th house, career, fame, honors, achievements, wishes do come true. Nothing that is ever past, or nothing that's meant for you will ever pass you by. This is the time where things are aligning. And to top it off, the moon is going to be, and again, Aquarius energy, innovation, right? Breakthroughs. This moon is going to be also conjunct, amplified with Pluto in Aquarius in our 6th house. If you just got goosebumps like I did and your ear started ringing, put a heart in the comments below, because that's what this energy is. So moving into October right away on the 1st, Mercury square with Jupiter. There may be something here with a struggle, basically, between money and your social circle. So that can manifest in a way of someone may owe you money. You may be questioning if an expense, especially with this inspiration from Venus, from the moon in Capricorn, this inspired idea that leads to lucrative results. Also, you gotta, in order to make money, you gotta spend money, right? Money is energy. So there may be something here. Someone could owe you money. You may be looking at money into this investment, this new passion project. And you may be questioning if the expense is truly worth it, if you'll see the return on investment. This can manifest in another way too, where somebody may be asking you for money, especially with Mars in your 3rd house. This could be something related to somebody close to you. It's got the potential though, whatever this is, whatever you're questioning, it has a risk factor involved with it, a risk analysis that's needed. Mars and Scorpio energy is going to help you, trust me. But it's got a potential of overspending or overreach on what you need for your budget in the short term and the potential even long term. This Libran Mercury energy may make you feel wishy-washy about this, but this is where Jupiter comes into play and Juno comes into play. Wishes truly do come true and come through. So that, for some reason, I wasn't planning on saying that, but somebody needed to hear that. Material success, abundance, happiness, enjoyment. And like I say, October, stay tuned for that read, because this month is truly the luckiest month all year. This is where you're looking at what makes you truly happy. What true abundance are you calling in? What contracts are you cognizantly signing up for? Where do we need to look at communication with allowing people to be heard and also putting voice to our passions, to our purpose? Dreaming as big as the universe with that Piscean energy, where our North Node currently is too, by the way. And Jupiter being exalted over our dreams is pushing his luck, his optimism, his abundance, our joy into our dreams. This is the karmic lesson I'm kind of speaking of, right? This is where it's like things are all aligning and coming into fruition and reaching a point of achieving your goals, integrating the end of a cycle to attain what truly matters most to you, where you reach your 6 of Pentacles. This is basically giving and receiving, social justice, sharing with others, your support systems with that 11th house activated. And like I say, Juno's coming into play. So Juno, which is basically Libra's asteroid. Remember, the sun's in Libra, right? Jupiter, or Juno, I should say, is Jupiter's wife. She rules equality, justice, fairness, agreements, marriage, commitments. She'll be moving back into Sagittarius after being in Scorpio on October 1st as well. 10-1, angel number, powerful spiritual awakening, new beginnings. You're on the right path with manifesting your goals. This is all happening today as we enter October. Well, not today, but you know what I mean, on October 1st. And with Juno being in Sagittarius, I also want to point out, Sagittarius energy is ruled by Jupiter. This is Jupiter's home. Juno, after basically vacationing, going on her ladies' outing in Scorpio in a lot of ways, she's moving home. She's coming back home to Jupiter after her trip. You're going to feel this shift right away. And remember, Sagittarian energy, that's freedom, that's expansion. This is hubby and wifey coming back together, saying, oh my goodness, I missed you so much. I am mixing this energy, right? Both of those two are saying this with fairness, marriage, commitments, justice, equality, mixing it with optimism, luck, joy, legal matters too, by the way. This Sagittarius energy as well rules our 4th house. And remember, for us Virgos, don't know why I said fur there, but either way, for Virgos, this is our 4th house. I can't talk. Our 4th house is home, family. This is husband and wife, coupling up, commitments. Right after this inspiration from Venus and the Capricorn moon, that proves to be a lucrative passion project. This is financial management. This is imparting knowledge and experience. There's something that you're sharing with this passion project that leads to security, stability with that Taurian energy. This is really looking at the integration of shadows and light work, right? All the light and shadow work that you've been doing with transformation this whole entire summer is coming into balance, harmony, filled and lit up with support. So there's something here. Could be with a significant other, children, maybe a realtor. Juno will also be trine Neptune, our dreamer planet, in Aries, in 8th house of transformation, at 0 degrees of new beginnings. This is gorgeous energy. This is harmony of opposites. This is emotion into your passion projects, investing, receiving the reciprocity that truly you deserve. Like I say, between these 2 dates, something is coming back around for you or coming for you when it comes to your commitments, your long-term goals, your aspirations, tied to home and family, tied to harmony, tied to your finances, your return on investments, your purpose, and your passions. And she's working in your favor. You've got all these guys working in your favor. There's something dreamy that's forming here. And it's kind of like cooking up some tomato sauce, or tomato soup, especially during harvest season here now. So if you've harvested like 20 pounds of tomatoes, this is like cooking up your tomato soup, right? You put all the tomatoes into your food mill. You've gotten the juices. It's beautiful. It's like the first day of frost and you're cooking everything down. You're heating up your house with that stove on. You're also turning the heat on for the first time of the season. It's dreamy, it's creamy. And you're making grilled cheese with onions and green peppers. This is, as I like to put it, it's gourmet. I know it's gourmet, but it's gourmet in my world. So this is cozy comfort. It's cozy, it's contributing to your comfort and home, long-term goals, family, investments, aspirations, commitments, something new of a new beginning, and it's tied to your long-term as well as your short-term when it comes to profitability, when it comes to lucrative assets. This is the time too where the Aquarian moon, we've now moved over, and it's going to be sextile with Neptune? Don't ask. With Neptune as well. So there's courage that is firing you up to take inspired action on your dreams with this. Between Juno, between Neptune, and also too Jupiter, that Sagittarian energy. Also with Uranus, with Pluto, this is just gorgeous. And it's all at new beginnings, 0 degrees. This is gorgeous. It's like that first day of frost where it's like, oh my goodness, things are coming together. So Neptune and the moon in Aquarius are firing you up to take inspired actions with innovation towards your dreams with a deep inner strength. Uranus' trine with the moon as well is going to be opening you up in a very big way towards a new direction. It'll ignite some exciting and positive progress. It's all tied to home and family, relationships, significant other, children. Like I say, possibly involving a realtor as well. There's something here. And Pluto, the amplification with that conjunction, will also be offering you some intense emotional cleansing, helping you to embrace the change and learn from the experience, all the setbacks, all the redirection, everything that made you possibly look at things in a way where there was unhappiness, heartache, those triggers in a lot of ways, maybe that led towards separation as well, that really hit you home when it comes to even possibly uncomfortability, where it gave you a little bit of trauma, right? This is where it's like, could have been conflict in a relationship, family trouble, arguments, lack of support, maybe as well, big one. Feeling like you've had to go it alone. Feeling disharmony in the partner, the ventures, what you've tried to work out. Like I say, an idea even from the past where it was like, this is inspiring, but I never invested in it fully. Or I backed off from it because it wasn't as lucrative. It wasn't the right time. This is where those things are coming to the surface. Ideals where you're overcoming, right? Overcoming ideals of materialism, corruption, loss, greed, financial instability and insecurity. Don't know why I combined those two, but this is where October 1st, mark your calendar, because this is where you're learning from all that experience and you're realizing the lessons, the wisdom that you've gained along the way, but more importantly, the faith, the inspiration is reigniting this confidence in you that really rejection was redirection. It wasn't the right time, wasn't the right place. You had more to learn. Spirit was preparing you for this moment because 10-1 or 1001 for an angel number symbolizes a powerful spiritual awakening, a new beginning. This is where, when it comes to manifesting your goals, Spirit is letting you know, and you're going to feel this shift, like I say, with Juno especially, that you're on the right path. Now is the time. This is a new beginning in such a beautiful way. This is where you're truly looking at where you've failed to follow your intuition in the past, where you've had distrust, where there was possibly blocked intuition due to low self-esteem or confusion. You weren't sure of which route to go, which path to take, which movement to make as well. Also, too, you could have been spreading yourself too thin, overwhelmed, overburdened, stressed with too much responsibility and fear of taking that on. The devil could have also been tempting you. There could have been a materialism as well, double confirmation, where you were focusing on the wrong things, possibly even not knowing who to trust because there was so much conflict around. It was violent, verbal violence, cheating, like deceptions involved. This is where nothing that was ever meant for you will ever pass you by. When October comes in, it's coming in with a bang of a new beginning, and again, it voices to your finances, especially with the Page of Pentacles right afterwards. Oh my gosh, and at the bottom of the deck is, I'm saying, this just gave me goosebumps and my ears are ringing again. If yours are too, put a heart in the comments below, because look at what changes the tides. And with Mars and Scorpio, you're set up with success. You've got strategic thinking, you've got strategic planning, opportunistic availability. You've set yourself up, and so whatever looked like it was like things were not working in your favor, this is where it all becomes clear. And you're realizing, you're finding that it was just not the right timing, possibly not the right location. You had more to learn with it, right? There was a lesson involved. There was something more that you needed to prepare for the right moment to strike while the iron is hot, especially with Mars and Scorpio in our third house. And it's giving voice this week as we walk in to October. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because on October 2nd, the moon, now in our home, right? 6th house, Aquarius, innovation, breakthroughs, going outside the box thinking, truly looking at your resources and leveraging what you've got with tangible results, strategic planning, putting your passions into purpose with projects that are truly lucrative. The moon is going to be trining with the sun in Libra, 2nd house, income, salary, self-worth, all of it's aligning. To top that off too, the moon is also going to be squaring with Mars in Scorpio in our 3rd house. So let's talk about this, because this is coming in as we enter the end of the week, where we've got the South Node coming into play. We've got the full moon, which is going to be a super moon, coming into play as well, in Aries, no less. Action, initiation. What? There's something here. So before we get there, on October 2nd, the trine between the moon and the sun, this is values, finances, work, service, alignment. These two are going to be aligning your inner values with your daily work, your daily routines, and give you a powerful surge of motivation to reorganize your work and align with your personal truth in such a big way. So these two are helping you find innovative and progressive solutions to work or financial problems that you've been struggling with. And they're tying an increase in your income, how you earn money, to the work that you love. And if you've got goosebumps, I do too. Put a heart in the comments below, because truly this is where, again, your Ace of Pentacles, your fresh beginning, your new beginning of prosperity, financial gain, opportunity coming in, not only with money, but also with career. This is coming in. It's going to be tangible. It's going to be profitable. It's also lucrative. And it's tied to your passions in such a big way. This is gorgeous. And it's going to feel emotionally freeing. It's going to feel validating for all the transformation, all the work that you've done this whole summer, all the retrogrades, all the planet change, like outer planets changing signs. It's going to validate every movement, every step, all the work you've done, and it's going to free you from those struggles with connecting those dots, connecting the, like I say, your income, how you make money, with doing the work that you love. There's a new opportunity coming in, good news coming in, especially when it revolves around material security, success, staying focused with new ventures, passion project. This is also too where you'll be well grounded with that Virgo and energy. This is gorgeous energy, and it's a way where you're approaching it with that Scorpionic energy, where you're manifesting with rationality, pragmatic, tangible results in your creative projects and ventures. And two, overcoming challenges, possibly even venturing into a love life tie as well with this, because this has got home, family, significant others, children, all of it tied together. This is standing in your authority though, being objective, strategic planning, right? With your self-discipline, with building structure, with putting logic towards it as well, not letting fantasy or dreams be so big that you're not putting a practical plan to it, right? This is rooting all of that vision, dreaming as big as the universe and making it your reality, your universe, here and now. This is, again, double confirmation, the arrival of good news, exploration, freeing, Juno in Sagittarian energy, right? Tied to your home and family. But it's a freedom that basically is stemming from your creativity, with that charisma, that confidence that all these trines are giving you towards going after your investments, your long-term goals, your aspirations, your commitments in such a big way that are coming to the table here with the beginning of this month, with the welcoming of October. This is beautiful energy, so use this. I do want to also say, with Mars square and the moon in Aquarius. Remember, innovation, sixth house, work, routines, daily lifestyle. Mars in our Scorpio energy, in his wheelhouse as well, in our third house. Communication, learning methods, right? So there's something here, because with that third house, that also is tied to siblings, close family members, one-on-one connections in the way of like neighbors. This energy with this square, there's something here that may be a test for you of communication or friction between work and an obsessive neighbor, a sibling, somebody that wants to insert themselves or interfere with your newfound inspiration, with your new passion project. It's a cause that basically how you navigate it is what's really going to allow you to really stay on course, keep your head up, and focus. It's just basically a test of focus, and it also too brings this karmic lesson into fruition in a beautiful way. So there's something that's basically the last test of it. It's like that final exam that's going to come through from somebody very close to you, either physically or heartfelt wise in your connections. And they're going to want to insert a little bit of a test of conflict, basically. This could result in a misunderstanding, some kind of conflict between like you doing your work and what they're doing. Could be a timing issue, noise issue. There's friction, basically. It's something that would be meant to steer you off course or divert your attention from your wishes, right? And remember, this nine of coins, this is a period of prosperity, your freedom, expansion, financial success, reaching your goals, aligning with the family that's truly meant for you, that's really, truly supportive. So what Mars is trying to help us with during this time is Mars's drive, especially in Scorpio, in our third house, is going to allow you to really dig beneath the surface on what comes to light with somebody close to you. That's a test of communication or a test of friction that's obscuring or obstructing where you want to go when it comes to your wishes, what you want to build in your day, like how you build it as well, more importantly, on the day-to-day, how you take those steps. So with this ability, with scorpionic energy, with Mars, this go-getter planet, right, to be able to dig beneath the surface, be investigative and truly understanding like what the motivations are, what the disruptions are for both parties, where there's friction. It'll help us shedding light on what's disruptive for both parties so that compromise can occur. Boundaries can be set that are healthy, respectful. Could be potential scheduling like adjustments or alignments that are needed. This can be clarified, managed through collaboration, cooperation, and even team efforts that are really grounded with success, cooperation, movement. Look at this. It removes the ability for any type of misunderstanding or insinuation of ulterior motives, right? Any schemes, any calculations, any fibs as well. So there's a bit of truth that's coming through this. And it allows for healing in a really big way. So, like I say, there's something here, especially that's aligned with your work, with your daily routines, with your values, something powerful, and it's aligned and tied to your finances. This is where progressive solutions are really going to be helping you and surfacing on the second in a beautiful way that allows you to move away from norms, right? Or move away from misunderstandings and truly embrace that solar plexus energy and embrace the personal challenge of it. Because remember, this is like that final exam test right before we have this huge release when it comes to the South Node and the supermoon. With the 7, it's all about your spiritual warrior. And remember, with Pluto in retrograde, he's been helping us. All the transformation he's been doing this whole summer is about harnessing that spiritual warrior within you, defining your success, reaching your success. This is where you are basically, like I say, final exam, are now confident with who you are, what you are, embracing all that change, and truly embracing the rebellious nature of going against the grain, whatever it is that you're doing, with that Aquarian energy. With truly looking beneath the surface at what makes you tick, what makes others tick, what are the motives, and knowing You got this. You're capable. You got this. Don't worry about it. With the King of Pentacles as well, this is like steady emotional regulation, especially when it comes to running your business, running a business, financial management. This is an emphasis on security as well. This is really confronting things, any financial problems that you've been going through, any aspects with tying your passion projects to your finances in a lot of ways. You got this. You're approaching them in a very dependable way, in a very industrialist, innovative way, and in a very practical way with pragmatic planning, analytical aspects, right? Strategic planning with your divine fire guiding you with that Leo energy. And as you can see as well, this is fire being grounded, adding fertility to your root chakra, your foundation. It's truly about being indomitable, right? Not letting anything shake you or steer you off path, especially when it comes to really tying your passion projects to your career, your prosperity, your material pleasures, your money, your wealth for the long term and the short run. It's gorgeous energy. You got this, like I say. This is not going to be a problem because it's going to lead to cooperation. Lead to your connection of balance, symmetry, your truth. And on the 3rd, the moon's going to be moving into Pisces. Remember, our North Node's in Pisces as well. 7th house. He's also going to be squaring off with Uranus in Gemini, 10th house. Honors, achievements, what you do with career, being seen for it, how you show up in the world when it comes to fulfilling your purpose, living in your truth, what truly calls you. There's something here. I just want to prepare you in a good way. There is something here on the 3rd that comes in, and remember, breaking that down, it's going to lead to your stability with the 4 of foundations. There's a sudden shakeup, an unexpected event. Could be relationships, could be career, but it will require you to make a fast choice here. So this is a day to truly pay attention to. It's one of those where there's more, the biggest thing I will just forewarn you on is the more you attempt to control it, the more the situation will, the more, I should say, let me say that in a different way. The more you attempt to try and control the situation, the more tension might be felt. So this is the time where spirit, and as you can see, there's movement after this in a big way. So the biggest thing about the 3rd, what spirit really wants you to know, is instead lean in to the disruption. View it as a chance to discover. We've got the Sagittarian energy of expansion between Juno and Jupiter as well, right? Husband and wife, home and family, some kind of commitment. There's lucrative aspects in regards to tangible results when it comes to your passion projects, your creative projects, your love life as well. Overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles to achieve your desires. This is a day where something's manifesting. There's a situation, and it's going to require you to make a fast choice. Lean into it. View it as a chance to discover. Embrace the change. Trust that it's leading you and aligning you to something more authentic. It could be lighting up an area where you need to set and hold healthier boundaries. It'll illuminate insight into a longer transformation that's ahead for you. And so if you were questioning, like say there was something there where you're like, oh my goodness, just as an example for me, like my first house, I built it, right, on a shoestring budget. I had such a rewarding experience. As I searched for my next home, I would love to build again. This is that type of energy where it's like, oh my goodness, a door opens and it's like, maybe I'll get to build again. Fantastic. H yes, F yes, high five, I don't know, whatever. But it fills you with this reinvigoration and that's just my example. So, take it for what it is. But this is going to illuminate insight into a longer transformation that's ahead for you. And remember, your soul planned this. Everything's aligning this week. Whatever comes up, trust your intuition. It's guiding you towards innovative and creative solutions, opportunities that will fulfill your true needs and your priorities in relationships and in movement, in structure, with balance, symmetry, harmony, integration of polarities, reciprocities that you truly deserve. You are supported in this. And I mean, look at this. Double solar plexus, inspiration in action this week. This is where it will also illuminate a victory, your strength, validate and confirm that you're on the right path, putting into action your inspirations, your projects, your passions with breakthroughs, opening a door that's going to lead towards momentum picking up in a very big way, and you're putting your heart into it. This is Cancerian energy. This is relationships in a very beautiful way. And with the 7, it's embracing that hidden wisdom that you've learned. Like I say, there was something that you were learning here along the way through all those setbacks, redirections, right? Delays, hiccups, triggers, whatever. This is where you had a karmic lesson. You're embracing all of that and coming into a completion. And you're embracing a new beginning. And let's get into that. So on the 4th, this weekend, as we walk into this weekend, on the 4th, and I'll do a separate read, so stay tuned. I'll also touch on it in the October read. But Venus, remember, she's in Virgo, in our first house. This is the love of ourself, right? That sounded a little narcissistic, but know what I meant. Check out the read if you haven't seen it. But basically, she's lifting you up in your self-worth, your self-love, your confidence, your acceptance, self-acceptance as well, and everything that you are. Every piece of light and every piece of dark, because we're both, right? Every light and every shadow. All the wisdom that we get to learn through those lessons. She's lifting you up in such a big way with confidence, with willpower to go after your dreams, to go after your passions. On the 4th, she's going to be conjunct with our node of fate, our South Node. And remember, our South Node is in Virgo, in our first house. We just had that solar eclipse, right? We just had the Virgo new moon. We're coming into a super moon, a super full moon as of October 6th in Aries. And I'll do a separate read on that, so stay tuned. There's something here this weekend, spoiler alert, that's tied to a karmic lesson learned as we walk into this weekend. And it's tied in a way that's going to free you up, that allows for fast acceleration, approaching your goals, making decisive action, incoming messages as well. You're unrestricted with this conjunction. We'll talk about it more, so stay tuned. But it's going to free you in a very, very beautiful way that brings good news, enhances your stability, allows for expansion, allows for you to call in your justice, your judgment, your harvest, and it's tied to being inspiration in action. So this is a gorgeous week. I tell you what, there is movement coming in, and with us entering the luckiest month throughout all of 2025, this is where all the work that you've done this summer is now being validated, affirmed for you in the way of like, okay, now I understand what all of that was about. Oh my goodness, hindsight's 2020. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. Share your thoughts. But before we go, I just want to get a few additional messages. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Maybe not that many. Few additional messages. Okay, I'm into it. And then at the bottom of the deck, let's just see this. I mean, self-reliance as a spiritual warrior, revealer of truths, and you got friends by your side. You got cleverness within you to make your dreams come true. Follow your intuition with that raven. I'm talking to some spiritual warriors here. That's what that is. So first thing that fell out is the deer. Remember, be gentle with yourself, especially with the Virgo aspects between Venus and our South Node coming into this weekend on the 4th. A lot of that touches on overcritical aspects, different perspective, or taking on a different perspective of perfectionism, knowing that you don't have to be flawless. Perfectionism is really achieved results through action, right? It doesn't have to be flawless. Be gentle with yourself. Know that you're doing just fine in this whole game of life thing, right? Any setbacks, any delays were lessons to help prepare you for something better. And whatever has been lost in the past is always meant to come around and be returned to you tenfold And if that resonates, put a heart in the comments below, because this is where you gaining your wisdom, being inspiration in action, you heal others with the power of love. See the light in all things, acknowledge your self-worth and your grace, and know just how much you offer and bring and share with the world, because that is your gift. There's miracles coming, and it's through your joy. You bless the world with positivity and with love again. Energy soars on your shining wings. Now is the time to spread the miracle of happiness with the gift that you were born with, that you were meant to share in your passion projects. With the cougar as well, this is also too about knowing that in silence you find your power, right? Claim your leadership. Take inspired action. You know where to go and what to do. That misdirection was just due to misalignment. It's coming back around, because nothing that's ever meant for you will ever pass you by. And coming in this week, everything is aligned in a beautiful way. This is the time to have that courage and that confidence, because you are meant for success. And if that resonates, like I say, by all means, share your thoughts in the comments below, what you're working on, what comes in, what door opens, what love is being showered on you, because I am curious as a cat, just saying. But either way, before we go as well, let's look at the color therapy and the music therapy here too. So what we pulled, I mean, this is gorgeous. Look at this. This is all like inspired sacral energy, creative flow, and then crown chakra and third eye lit up like a Christmas tree, or even Halloween. I don't know, whatever. But either way, what we pulled is a D sharp, A sharp, G sharp, and A. So if you do any music improv with your meditation, play around with those chords. And then also too, color therapy, we've got orange, we've got purples, indigo. I'm talking to some star seeds that are truly getting some downloads this week, and they're acting on them. So I truly hope this reading helps. Welcome to October. I am sending you guys so much love and light. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.